Thank you, Mrs. Cowin and the Cowin Financial Literacy Program for this incredible honor. Thank you, sweet husband. It really is an honor to be here today. When Justin and I first got the invitation, we really get excited about anything as it relates to financial education, and the fact that it was going to be hosted with the Teachers College was also really important to us. So we started Tuck's Rush for Literacy 8 years ago with the idea of closing the opportunity gap, specifically around literacy. So we provide books and reading materials to students in New York, New Jersey, California, and Alabama. But in the back of our minds, we always had a passion, and perhaps it had something to do with the case study that you saw, the R.U.S.H quarterback, but a passion as it relates to financial responsibility, financial literacy. We have had many conversations with teammates and their wives and, just different people that we've gotten to know over the years. And we were saddened by how much is not being taught and how unprepared people are when they come into money, whatever amount of money that may be. And I think Mrs. Cowin so beautifully touched on the mortgage crisis, but as an African American, the history of predatory lending in the United States and many other things, it was just something that we felt we really wanted to do something if we could. So when we had the opportunity to start the College Savers program with great partners, the Children's Aid Society, CFED, and City Foundation, we jumped at the chance. And now there are hundreds of kindergarten students that have accounts that we've seeded and we've helped raise some match money for. Oh, thank you. And we're excited to see that program grow and to continue to learn about other organizations doing similar work is really encouraging. And it's not that you would ever do something for the award, but I have to say being here today, being recognized by such a wonderful organization really is an affirmation that even though we're young philanthropists, we may be headed in the right direction to hopefully affect some real change one day. So with that said, I'm going to pass it over to my husband. And again, thank you for this honor.
Y'all didn't build this for me. Lauran Tuck, it becomes evident that I shouldn't let you lead. How do you follow that? But seriously though, it is a complete and great honor for us to be here today. I think everyone looks at us first as the couple that's athletes. I'm a football player, now formerly football player, but I think that's the first thing they look at us and they think that's my greatest passion or joy. It's not, just so y'all know. I love all you Giants fans out there, but I just want yes. And by the way, those 2 Super Bowls, they really weren't upsets. No. But football is not my number one passion. My number one passion is a tie. It's in between education and kids. And that's probably why we started Tuck's Rush for Literacy 8 years ago, is because we were very passionate about education and kids. As you see on this on the video, is the rich quarterback. Well, let's just say the rich athlete. I've been in many locker rooms. I've had many conversations with the rich athlete. Yeah, man, I'm making $5 million a year. I'm making $10 million a year. And for some reason, no, they call me Daddy Tuck because I'll be the one that says, well, listen, football, NFL stands for not for long. It doesn't last long. I played 11 years. That is almost unheard of nowadays. The average football career is about 4 years, depending on position. If you're running back, it's about 2.3 years. So let me just break it down like this. I think in the video it said he had a 6-year, $30 million contract, correct? And I'm mostly talking to my younger guys up here because I know you got any athletes up here? Good. All right. So listen to this: 6 years, $30 million. That's about $5 million a year, right? You're rich, correct? Okay. Let's start with the big chunk. Tax rate. You got 15 million. Well, watch this. Let's go with agency fees. You got 12. Let's go with, I want to buy a nice house. How much do you spend on the house? 2.5 million. You got 9.5 million left. I'm going to get 3 cars, because that's what athletes do. You only can drive one at a time. And I'm talking about myself. I'm not necessarily talking about anybody else. I'm using myself as an example. The guy that has a financial literacy campaign. Let's talk about Justin Tuck. 3 cars. You're going to get probably a G-Wagon. That's 150. Most athletes love sports cars. Let's give you a cheap one. Let's say a Audi R.U.S.H. That's $300K. Then you want something, you want an everyday driver. You're probably going to get, an S550. That's $125. You're down to about 8 million, correct? For some reason, though, in the athletic world, there's this thing that's called, you made it, so we made it. Y'all laugh, but let me break it down for you. Your mom needs a monthly stipend. The house that she lived in for 35 years is certainly no longer valuable. It's not, she needs something new. Athletes, I'm talking about athletes now. Y'all don't know about this. Most athletes come from where? Poverty. Ghetto. The hood. Exactly. So their mom and dad, they're probably not together. So guess what you got to do for dad as well as mom? Then, wait, it gets worse. You got your crew. I could name names, but I'm not. You got guys that go out to clubs with about 20 guys. I know certain guys that didn't have 20 friends in high school, but certainly now, because they're rich, they have 20 friends. They're going to buy everybody a bottle. They're going to provide the car service. They're going to go out to dinner at the nicest restaurants. And this is not one time. This is probably about 3 times a week. Am I lying, Lauren? Okay. So guess what happens then? That's $6 million. I mean, that's six-year, $30 million contract. You might, and I'm going to be very lenient here. I'm going to say you might have $5 million after that. Let's say you blow your knee out. You don't get another contract. Or you just say, professional athletes get old. Your talent level goes down after a while. Organizations might not want you anymore. Your career is over. I told you what the average lifespan of an NFL player is, right? You got 5 million left. You're 26, 7, 8, 9, maybe 30 years old. People are living a lot longer these days, aren't they? Healthcare is getting a little better. Let's just say you got 40 years to live. Most athletes, we're talking about financial literacy here. We're talking about financial, right? Let's go back to just education in general. Most athletes don't graduate. Most athletes don't have a second plan. 5 million. What you gonna do with 5 million for 40 years? Remember, you gotta keep paying taxes. Thank you. Somebody said the right answer. You go broke. 80%, 4 out of 5, go broke. File bankruptcy. I ain't even added in the stuff that normally happens. I'm blessed. I can pretty much guarantee, and nothing's a guarantee, nothing's 100%, but I'm going to say 99.999999. When I die, I'm going to be married to this one behind me. Wait. You can applaud after. I'm getting to a point here. Because Lauren knows I'm from Kelton, Alabama. I got about 5 preachers in my family, and all the rest of the males are deacons, so I'm going to preach a little bit. I want every male in here to say it with me. What happens when you get divorced? What does the woman get? No, it's one word. It starts with an H. I'm talking because I've seen it. Now, if you can't tell why we're so passionate about this, you can't tell why we feel as though what you have done, Ms. Cowin, Is it necessary? Is it needed? And I could go on and on. I could go on about education in general, but tonight we're talking about financial. And for some reason or another, America is falling behind. Have y'all looked at the statistics? This is a great country. It is. But where are we ranking in education? We're not last, but hey, I'll tell you one thing. I say this and I'm going to sit down. Education and financials, let's just say finance. That you got 30 million. You worked your butt off to get that 30 million, just like those people worked their butts off to get to those loans, those houses, excuse me. They worked their butts off to get there. But finance is kind of like you climb a ladder. Let's say you climb a ladder all the way to the top and you're sweating and you finally got up there and it took you a while. Is it faster going up or is it faster going down? I want y'all to think about that. For all of my guys, all you young guys upstairs, the reason why I do it and the reason why we do it is because we want one thing. We want one thing to be certain. When we're 60, 70 years old, we're old and gray. You know, I just bought a house in Alabama. That's where I'm from. We got a wraparound porch around it. It's overlooking the lake. When I'm old and gray, I want to be on a rocking chair in the back deck, looking off at a sunset and knowing that we've done everything we can do to make sure that the next generation is well prepared. Because think about this. You guys, you are our next lawyers, doctors. If I need a loan, I'm getting to that. If I need a loan, you're going to be my tax people, my financial planners. You're our next teachers. You're our next president. Doesn't it behoove us to make sure that they're well prepared? Because all you guys going to be sitting down there in your rocking chairs, sipping on your iced tea as well. Think about it. When you go get a checkup, that doctor, don't you want to be well prepared? I'm going to do everything. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that you are. God bless you. God keep you. And I'm just, again, honored to be here tonight. Thank you.